Yeah, I
It's a
hear you.
long race.
Hey guys, welcome back to Wonder Dads Gaming right here on iRacing, and it's a fun race to be a part of here tonight at Darlington for the Throwback race. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull up some cars. But right now we're watching qualifying, and there is William Curran. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, William. William Curran the second. Curran. He is qualified right now in the number 81 car. That is a brand new iRacing Fun League member, rocking that Chevrolet Camaro. We also got Jeff Laraway out there putting down his qualifying lap in the 71 car. Looks like he just got off track a second ago. Here is Jerry LeGrand out there in the number 48 Tide car. This is the throwback race here at Darlington, so you're going to see a lot of cool paint schemes, and I'm always excited to broadcast this race every single year to show off all these cool cars. Here is Luke Mahone and his Cookout number 34 Chevrolet Camaro, rocking a really cool paint scheme out there. A lot of these EGR cars are made by Wes Gallo, so we're going to go ahead and give him a shout out here during this race. Let's take a look at David Galloway Jr.'s throwback. He's running that number 9 Chevrolet Camaro with a Dale Earnhardt throwback. That's an awesome looking paint scheme as well. We're going to see a lot of cool cars out here tonight on track. Let's pull up Barney Sigmund. There he is in the number 37 Ford Mustang, rocking a Rush Truck Centers paint scheme out there. That's also a really cool paint scheme. Who else we got out on track? It looks like that's it for qualifying right now. Right now, Marty Calvert has the fastest lap on track. David Galloway is also still qualifying as we speak. He's right now 4th fastest in qualifying. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on the Throwback Weekend race here at Darlington. We're going to go ahead and show off all these cool paint schemes. There is Marshall Dugan in the number 20 car. He's rocking a 3 doors down. And I know Dale Earnhardt Jr. ran a three doors down paint scheme. So I'm not sure if he's throwing it back to that. But I did ask everybody to throw up who their throwbacks were in the iRacing Discord page, so bear with us. I will give all these guys a shout out to who they're running as this race goes on. Looks like Zachary Ward is throwing it back to Kevin Harvick. Oh, that's also the theme, guys. I forgot to mention the theme tonight for all these throwback paint schemes is their favorite driver's first win. So right now, Zachary Ward's throwing it back to Kevin Harvick's first win in 2001. And also, his dad is throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt's first championship in 1980. So we'll get those cars pulled up on screen here momentarily. Qualifying is just about almost all wrapped up. We're watching Marshall Dugan as he pulls his car off track. Looks like Dugan has qualified in the 10th place position. And we're about to wait for the starting grid to commence here shortly. Max Trowan's throwing it back to Denny Hamlin's first win at Pocono in 2006. And Wes Gallo's throwing it back to Bubba Wallace's first win at Talladega in 2021. We're going to pull up those cars here in a bit. Let's see if we can go through the grid here. Alrighty, so a couple guys looks like they're not throwing it back. Eric Olson still has the number 64 Oreo car. We're going to go ahead and run through the starting lineup, but let's go ahead and show you Mark Ward's car real quick. There he is in that number 10. And that is Dale Earnhardt's first championship paint scheme in 1980. Let's go ahead and pull up, let's see, Marty Calvert and congratulate him real quick before this race gets started. Hey, Marty, it's Dave at the booth. You got me?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute there.
All good, buddy. Hey, congratulations starting on the pole here at Darlington, the track too tough to tame. How are you preparing for tonight's race?
Gonna try to quiet this spotter down so I can think. Gonna try to do some good pit strategy and stay off the wall. That's really the thing. You just can't overdrive it. You got to stay off the wall. Wheel damage coming out of 2 just will end your day.
Oh, we see it time and time again. These guys right up against the wall, and then, yeah, you smack that wall out of turn 2. Man, you're talking about a major damage. But, man, you're looking fast in that car tonight. I'm assuming you didn't have a throwback paint scheme for tonight's race?
Yeah, I kind of ran out of time. Just life and work stuff got in the way of throwing one together. So I'll just say I'm throwing back to my first season with the F.U.N League. Haha.
2025 throwback. All right, man. Thanks for talking with us, and good luck out there. And we'll be talking to you later on tonight.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, guys. There you have it. Pole sitter Marty Calvert starting on the pole in the number 16. Luke Mahone is starting on the outside row right next to him in the 34 car. We're going to go ahead and run through the field real quick before we get started. There is Zachary Ward in the number 5. Like I said, that is Kevin Harvick's first win from 2001. On the outside of Zachary Ward is David Galloway Jr. in that number 9 car. He's throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt Sr. And let's go ahead and pull up Jeffrey Belk, who is behind them. He's the number 55. Jeffrey Belk is throwing it back to Martin Truex Jr.'s Dover win in 2007. On the outside of him is William Curran II. It looks like that is a Dale Earnhardt Sr. throwback, I believe. Wes Gallo back there in the 07. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, that is Bubba Wallace's first win from Talladega in 2021. Also Steve Mormon on the outside in the 26 car. He is throwing it back to Mark Martin's 1989 Rockingham win. That's Mark Martin's first win paint scheme. Awesome looking paint scheme. You got Marshall Dugan out there as well. Marshall Dugan we saw in qualifying the number 20 car. You also have Craig Bridge Jr. in the number 94. That's an awesome looking paint scheme as well. Marshall Dugan, Jerry LeGrand in the 11. We saw him in qualifying in the 48 car, rocking that Tide car. Jeff Laraway rocking a cool paint scheme as well. He's got that real tree paint scheme. That's a great looking car. We also got Mark Ward, who we talked about a little bit earlier. But green flag in the air, guys, and race is underway. Marty Calvert will take the lead with Zachary Ward right behind him and Luke Mahone on the outside as they head down to turn number 1. We'll show off a couple more of these paint schemes as this race goes on, but right now the leaders are underway on lap number 1, and Luke Mahone has taken over that lead from Marty Calvert. So guys, let us know who you're rooting for in the comments. Let us know who has your favorite paint scheme out on track. We're definitely going to show a lot of these paint schemes off as this race goes on, because a lot of these cars are looking really cool out there. iRacing also had a update on the graphics for this track, so the cars and the track are looking beautiful here. And this is actually my first time being back to Darlington since they updated this track. And honestly, it looks great. Alrighty, so right now Luke Mahone is your leader. Marty Calvert is in second place. Here is Zachary Ward, who we were talking about, throwing it back to Kevin Harvick's first 2001 win in the Cup Series. And his first win came at Atlanta. And I believe that was the year Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, 2001. Remember that race very well. went to victory lane and had three fingers out the window in that paint scheme. Pretty cool. Good memory of that race. Alrighty, right behind him, Jeffrey Belk. Like we said, that's Martin Truex's throwback in the 55. Well, he's running the 55 car, but it's Truex's throwback from 2007. I believe he was in the 1 car, if I'm not mistaken, from DEI. Wes Gallo's Mark Martin throwback. So yeah, guys, let us know who your favorite paint scheme is. Troy Forrest says Dugan. We were just talking about Dugan momentarily, or moments ago. We'll pull him up here in just a moment. Big shout out to Wes Gallo, and sorry Wes, apparently the SDK still hasn't loaded up, and maybe you haven't updated your file yet. But big shout out to Wes Gallo for designing a lot of these cars on track. He makes a lot of these paint schemes and does a great job. Every EGR car you see, a lot of these Toyotas, including including Steve Mormon right in front of him, he's designed a lot of these cars. He does a great job with these paint schemes. So big shout out to Wes Gallo on all these paint schemes that he makes week after week. Not just the throwbacks, but every week he does a great job with these paints. All right behind him is David Galloway Jr. He's in the 8th place position. He's lost a couple spots during this race. He's moved back 4 spots trying to regroup and get a handle of the car here at Darlington. All right, Troy, right behind him in the 9th place position is Marshall Dugan. There he is, running 9th. He's moved up 1 spot from where he started, rocking a really cool 3 doors down paint scheme. That is a really good looking car. Alrighty, behind Marshall Dugan's Elliott Swope in the 33 car, and he's under fire right now from Jerry LeGrand in the number 48 Tide car. Right behind Jerry LeGrand is Corey Goodall in the 333 car. He is currently in the 12th place position as he goes to the inside of Jerry LeGrand, the 48. Down into turn 3, going to pass on the inside edge. That passes forward position. That moves Corey Goodall up into the 11th place spot. All right, behind Jerry LeGrand is Craig Bridge Jr. Right now he is in the 13th place, battling with Patrick Coluccio right there. That's the battle for 13th and 14th on screen. Craig Bridge running a throwback paint scheme in that number 94 Ford Mustang. Also, let's give a shout out to Patrick Coluccio right behind him in the 18 car. He's running it back to Kyle Larson's Michigan win from 2016. And the cool thing about this car is I actually have that die cast, and I remember that race really well. That's Kyle Larson's Target paint scheme. It has all the little Target little logos around the bottom. And he had some really cool Target paint schemes back when he was running with, back when he was in the, what team was that? He was with Kurt Busch there, or before Kurt Busch came along. Patrick Lucio up in the wall, though, that time. He was racing with that team before they decided to sell off the charters to Trackhouse. Oh, and he's hard up in the wall again as he makes the pass around Craig Bridge Jr. Lots of damage on the right side of that car. Anyways, good-looking paint scheme, Patrick Lucio. Definitely love that Kyle Larson throwback. Moving on back to Philip Bieber. He's in that number 60, Bucky's paint scheme. Right behind him is Mark Ward in the number 10 car. He's throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt's championship race from 1980. Right behind him is Eric Olson in the 64 car. Behind Eric is Derek Moore, throwing it back to, it looks like a Bill Elliott throwback in the number 90 or 911 car. That'd be Bill Elliott's number 9 paint scheme. Max Troen right behind Derek. And there is the Denny Hamlin first Pocono Win paint scheme from 2006. Great looking car. That's an awesome paint scheme. I always love that green and black FedEx car. Love the green on that. That definitely pops. Definitely with the spoiler being green like that, that's awesome. I love that. Great looking paint scheme, Max. Right behind Max Troen is Jeff Laraway rocking that Team Realtree paint scheme. That is an awesome looking car, Jeff. He is battling with David Watts right now. David Watts in the number 54. All right, behind these guys is Barney Sigmund. We showed off his paint scheme a little bit earlier. He's in that number 37 Ford Mustang, Rush Truck Center's car. Mobil 1 on the hood. Brian Swope's behind him. He's rocking the number 69. Toyota Camry, I believe, it almost looks like that's I can't remember the name. The guy that ran the road course race last year at Indy. Kind of looks like the paint scheme he was running for 2311. Alrighty, guys, that is going to basically be it for the field. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. We'll run through some of these later on. But right now, Luke Mahone is still your race leader. And Zachary Ward is now in the mix. These three cars on screen are for position first, second, and third, battling out. Luke Mahone has a really great paint scheme as well. That 34 just pops on that cookout Chevrolet Camaro. Great looking cars. Alrighty, so that's it for the paint schemes. Let us know who is your favorite paint scheme on track tonight at Darlington. Alrighty, right now the biggest mover of the race is going to be Corey Goodall. He's moved up 9 spots from he started. He's now inside the top 10. And there you have it. He is battling right now with Elliott Swope in the 33. This is the battle for 9th and 10th. And I apologize that I have qualifying up there on the top. There we go. Alrighty, so back up to the leaders. Zachary Ward really charging up to the front here. He started in the 3rd place position, got around Marty Calvert, and he's chasing down Luke Mahone for the lead. All the way up there towards the wall. Gets a big run off of turn 2. Down the backstretch they go. He's looking to the inside of the 34 of Luke Mahone. And caution is out.
That's real quick and then tell me what you got.
Barney Sigmund looks like he might have had an incident earlier on track. Let's take a look. Looks like he pulled off track, but also yellow flag is out. Steve Mormon involved. Looks like David Galloway Jr. and Steve Mormon making contact. Mormon up the wall, loses the front bumper, comes to a stop in turn number 1. Let's get another good look at that and see what happened here. This was the battle for 6th and 7th. Contact between the 26 and the number 9. Alrighty, every car comes down pit road for the first time tonight. Their leaders are all heading in along with the rest of the field. Alrighty, who do we want to pull up in the chat here? Let's go ahead and give a shout out to Wes Gallo. Pull him up here in the chat. Hey Wes, it's David at the booth. You got me?
I sure do. How goes it, bud?
Hey man, I'm seeing a lot of cool paint schemes out on track here tonight. Yours especially too. You did a great job making all these schemes. How long did it take you to make all these cars?
Well, Zach did a good bit of them too. So if it's on a Chevy, it's probably him. If it's a Toyota, it's probably me. But it's about an hour and some change, maybe sometimes, depending on some of the more intricate ones. Like the one I'm running now, actually, I kind of worked on and off on for a couple months. But the rest of the guys, I was able to knock out in about an hour or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say yours is really cool. Did you end up making Luke Mahone's car, or was that Zach?
I know that one. I don't even think that's a throwback. Luke kind of started taking up his own graphic design stuff, so either him or one of his other league buddies ran that. But nope, I didn't touch that one at all.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, all the EGR cars are looking really cool tonight. Like Jeffrey Belk's Truex throwbacks looking really good. But yeah, you did a great job. They all looking really great tonight.
I appreciate it. Yeah, quick little shout out to Brandon. He might have had the best of all of us, but had something pop up, so he wasn't allowed to make it. But next time we run the next gen, he said he's going to run it, and you guys can all appreciate it then.
Yeah, definitely. Missing Brandon out here tonight. Also, Patrick Lucio, he's got that Kyle Larson throwback from Michigan. I have that die cast from when he was in that Target car, and yeah, that's a great throwback as well.
Hell yeah. It's kind of simple to make, recognizable. You can't hate it.
What did you do for all those little Target logos at the bottom of the car?
They are actually the skulls from his Bonehead podcast logo. I just pulled those off and just kind of skirted them across it like the Target logos were.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for talking with us. Good luck out there. Green flag back in the air.
Appreciate it. Let's have some fun.
Alrighty, that was Wes Gallo. Right now he's in the 6th place position. Green flag in the air. The leaders go side by side through turn 1 and 2. That's Marty Calvert back to the lead off of turn 2. Just grazes the wall there a little bit. Oh, into the 10 car. Oh, man, that is... The 10 of Mark Ward. Heavy damage to that car. Had to think for a second. I was so in shock. The 10 car, heavy damage off of turn 2. The caution does not come out. iRacing did not trigger that, but we're going to go ahead and take a replay. There's the number 10 of Mark Ward off of turn 2. Heavy contact with the wall. And caution does not come out. We stay green flag racing, but hard hit, unfortunate for Mark Ward. Alrighty, Mark Ward had to tow it back to pit road, so let's go ahead and back up to the leaders here. This is the battle for... Oh, and Zachary Ward gets crazy loose. He's going to lose a position. The 81 just squeezes up through the middle. They are battling for 2nd and 3rd right now. And the 81 car takes over 2nd place as Luke Mahone and Zachary Ward still battle it out now for 3rd place. And we got great battles all throughout the field. We even got battles back here between Wes Gallo and David Galloway Jr. here for 6th and 7th. And it was almost 3 wide back there towards the back end of the top 10. Now we got Elliott Swope looking to the inside of David Galloway here and going into turn 3. This is a hard corner right here to battle side by side. David Galloway's going to back out of it just a little bit. And the 48 car of Jerry LeGrand, he's now looking to the inside of Dave Galloway Jr. We're seeing a lot of good battles all throughout this field here tonight. This is going to be one good race to be watching. We saw Luke Mahone go to the inside. He got around Jeffrey Belk, made the pass. And right now, Wes Gallo gives the 55 a big bump down the backstretch. And they go 2 by 2 into turn 3 and 4. Alrighty, Marty Calvert, though, is your race leader in the number 16 with William Kern in the 2nd. He's in the 81 car right there on screen. And then Zachary Ward right now is in 3rd place in front of Luke Mahone in the 34. Marshall Dugan is in the 20th place position. I'm sorry, 12th place. The number 20 car is in the 12th place position. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. Alrighty, so who is your favorite paint scheme out on track here tonight? Let us know. I'm going to go with not my favorite. I definitely am not a big fan of Denny Hamlin, but definitely one of my favorites on track. I'm just going to give a shout out to Max Troen. Out of all the cars throughout the field, I think that's a really sharp looking car. Here we go. Alrighty, I apologize, guys. Zachary Ward and William Curran for second and third. But like we were saying, Max Troen in that number 8 car. Definitely one of my favorite paint schemes out there tonight. I definitely got to say Jeff Laraway as well. He's got one of my next favorite paint schemes. That real tree, number 71, looking great out there tonight. Look at the number 60 of Philip Beaver getting crazy loose out of turn 2. Oh, that's actually that's the backstretch. It's out of turn 2 that time. Through 3 and 4 they go this time around. This is the battle for 18th and 19th. Looks like Philip Beaver drops to the inside to make the pass on Jeff Laraway this time by. Patrick Lucio on pit road. And Marty Calvert still has the race lead. Zachary Ward moves up to second place. William Curran, the second, is up to in third. Zachary Ward made the pass on him moments ago for position, and this is lap number 35 of 100 here at Darlington Raceway. This is the throwback race of the year. Definitely digging a lot of these paint schemes out there tonight. Marshall Dugan in the 12th place position. Steve Mormon made that pass moments ago, as you saw. And now Steve Mormon battling with Jerry LeGrand and Max Troen. This is the battle for 9th, 10th, and 11th. So these cars trying to get inside the top 10 right now on screen. Jerry LeGrand just grazed the wall there at the start and finish line. Elliott Swope makes his way down pit road, along with Brian Swope on pit road, along with Patrick Lucio. There's Brian Swope on pit road this time by. Elliott Swope right now is in the 7th place position. And he is right there behind Jeffrey Belk and Wes Gallo. This is inside the top 10, the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. All right, 41 laps in of 100 here at Darlington Raceway, and Marty Calvert is stealing the show in that number 16. Started on the pole, has led most of these laps here. We also had Luke Mahone lead a bunch of laps here tonight as well. We've had one caution here. It's definitely a major improvement over like the 12 cautions we had last week. But definitely been an exciting race so far. We've seen a lot of good passes on track. And we're going to try and see if Zachary Ward's got what it takes to get up there towards the lead and take this lead away from Marty Calvert. Zachary Ward has won here last year at Darlington Raceway. And so we'll be watching to see if he can go back-to-back here in the iRacing Fun League. There's Luke Mahone in the 34 car. He's led some laps here tonight, and he just made contact with the wall outside of turn 2. Got Derek Moore right behind him. This is the battle for 14th and 15th. Luke Mahone is definitely off where he was supposed to be. He's moved back 12 positions from where he started in the 14th place position. On the other hand, Corey Goodall right now still has the most positions gained. He is now plus 11 in the 8th place position. Looking to the inside of Elliott Swope in the 33 car. Out of turn 4, down the front stretch they go. He's to the inside. Let's see if he can complete the pass, and he does. Looks like Elliott Swope backs out of it. Lets him have the inside corner there into turn 1, and Corey Goodall moves up to the 7th place position, now plus 12. From where he started. He's going to go work at Wes Gallo now, going into turn 3. And Wes Gallo up in the wall that time by. We saw sparks flying off that 07 car. We're going to see a lot of cars make contact with that wall here at Darlington. This is the track too tough to tame. And look at the 34 car. He drops to the inside. He's going to try and make the pass on Craig Bridge here. Derek Moore wants to go with him. Oh, and he's way in the wall that time. And Derek Moore makes contact with the 94. That's going to get him way loose. And Craig Bridge up in the wall. We stay green, no caution. But everybody just used Craig Bridge up and stuffed him in the wall that time. Man, if I was Craig Bridge Jr. right now, I'd be heated. A lot of cars passing him on the inside, using him as a bumper. Eric Olson right now in the 64 car. He is in the 16th place position as he goes to battle, trying to chase down David Watts right in front of him for 15th. Alrighty, Zachary Ward here in second place has lost some ground to the leader of Marty Calvert. He's now 1.3 seconds back. Marty Calvert pulling away from the field. Doing a great job in that number 16 Camaro. Alrighty, Zachary Ward, let's go ahead and take a ride around this track with him and see what his view is. There is the view from Zachary Ward in second place as he tries to run down the leader of Marty Calvert, but he's losing some ground to the leader. He's now 1.8 seconds back off the lead. Marty Calvert's just been lights out fast this whole season. He's already won a handful of races in the iRacing Fun League. He's been fast all season long, and especially at the track Too Tough to Be Tame, he's up there in the front, about to put the cars a lap down as he chases Mark Ward down, the number 10. Oh, and Mark Ward gets a bump. And he's still going to continue on straight. Zachary Ward now going to pass his dad on the inside. And that definitely, that little battle there between Mark Ward seemed to help Zachary Ward catch the leader a little bit. But now him passing his dad there, that kind of slowed him down as well. Zachary Ward 1.4 off the lead. How about Corey Goodall, though? Corey Goodall now up into the 4th place position. I spoke to him before this race got started, and he said he's just trying to survive tonight here at Darlington. It's definitely one of those tracks that very difficult here, and he just trying to tick off the laps and just go to work, and he's doing a great job here tonight. Plus 15 now, most positions gained. There is some bonus points for that, and doing a great job here at Darlington. Already right behind him, there's David Galloway Jr. as he's under fire from, David Galloway's actually, I'm sorry, Derek Moore right behind him. He's actually 1 lap down, so it's not a battle for position here, but that number 9 is in the 4th place position in the top 5. He's got a fast car here. He had a really fast car last weekend too. Unfortunately, he got caught up in a mishap or a wreck and put him towards the back of the field, but he had a fast car at Martinsville and definitely was in contention of a win. It's a shame he didn't get the win last week, but had a great race and definitely seen a lot of speed in that number 9 car this year. Jeffrey Belk behind him in the 55 car. He is inside the top 5, having a great race so far at Darlington. It looks like Luke Mahone is off track here. Yeah, Luke Mahone is out of the race. Brian Swope 15 laps down on pit road. Patrick Lucio is out. So a couple cars out here tonight. Barney Sigmund on pit road in the 23 position. We got a lot of cars. Derek Moore, Philip Beaver, Craig Bridge, Eric Olson, David Watts, and Mark Ward all 2 laps down. Jeff Laraway is in the pits as we speak. There's Jeff Laraway coming off a pit road this time. Lap 61 of 100. This race is just flying by here tonight at Darlington. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us here on Wonder Dads Gaming. Like I've said before, I just put these races on for fun. As far as the broadcasting goes, I don't make any money off these. I just do it for the fun of it and for all these guys in the iRacing Fun League. Big shout out to Zachary Ward right now. He's the one that actually puts the race together. Last year I was doing a bunch of that, and then he decided to step up and help me out, so he's hosting these races and I'm broadcasting them, but we're basically just doing it for the fun of it, and that's what we're all about here in the iRacing Fun League. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. Hope you're having a blast watching these races. love broadcasting, and a lot of these guys always give us a bunch of appreciation for letting them race with us. And it's been a blast the last couple of years in the iRacing Fun League. So, got Jerry the Grand under fire from the 81 car. That's the battle for 4th and 5th. Oh, Jerry the Grand's going to go down pit road in the 48. Max Troen, though, in the 5th place position. He's going to go down pit road as well. And Jeffrey Belk stays out on track. He's going to move up to 2nd, and Corey Goodall is going to take over that lead. He's going to stay out as well and lead a lap. So more bonus points coming to Corey Goodall. He knows how to get those bonus points all year long. And he's doing a great job at Darlington here tonight. Alrighty, Max thrown on pit road. Let's go ahead and pull him up and talk with him for a second. Hey Max, it's David O'Blue. You got me?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, just want to give you a big shout out. Great looking paint scheme. Probably one of my favorite ones on track here tonight.
Thank you, my friend. I am a huge Denny Hamlin fan, and it took a minute to find this, but I love it too.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for green and black, and the green FedEx cars that he used to run, man, those are awesome. I love the green spoiler on it. That just pops.
Right, I hate that now a Denny Hamlin throwback has FedEx on it, but we'll take what we can get, you know?
Right. It's kind of weird not having FedEx anymore, but especially since they've been around for so long.
Right, now it's progressive, but hey, I do think this paint scheme looks pretty cool.
Yep, definitely. Awesome looking paint scheme. Definitely one of my top favorites of all tonight, and just want to give you a shout out. How's your race here so far at Darlington?
It's been pretty good. I just kind of floated at the back at the beginning because I'm pretty unsure of this place. I haven't really practiced too much, so I wanted to get a little practice under my belt before I started like dicing it up with people, but I've been kind of carving back up through. I was in 9th there before I pitted, so I feel like I didn't think I'd get a top 10 tonight, so that's pretty good for me, you know? So I'm happy, having fun.
Awesome. Hey, man, well, that's what it's all about, and good luck.
Thanks, man. Enjoy the show. I love all the cool paint schemes we got out here tonight. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I love watching these Darlington races just for the fact of all the throwback paint schemes, and it's always a blast watching this race every time we come here.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite one to watch all year, honestly, for the Cup Series, you know?
Definitely, man. I just saw Kyle Larson's Terry Labonte throwback in the 5. I'm like, oh, that is so cool.
Dude, that one looks sick. I like there's a couple Xfinity ones that I like. I don't know their names, but there's the one that looks like the Kodak car. The old Kodak 4 car.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yep, a lot of them are cool looking. I'll have to look at some more of them. But yeah, I saw the Hendrick cars, and I think I saw 2311's not throwing a throwback this year, huh?
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything from them, which is lame, but I'm sure one year we'll get like a sick Michael Jordan throwback to like his baseball and his basketball years. That'd be sick, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, yeah, dude, it's a good week to be a race fan.
Alrighty, Max. Hey, man, thanks for talking with us. Good luck out there. We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, man, take it easy.
Alrighty, there you heard it from Max Troen, number 8, rocking that Denny Hamlin's first win throwback from 2006 at Pocono. Back to the lead here. This is Marty Calvert and Zachary Ward. The battle for 1st and 2nd place. Zachary Ward is all over the bumper of Marty Calvert. As they head through turns 3 and 4 this time by, Zachary Ward trying to look to the inside, and he's going to wait to make his move, but he is gaining on the leader of Marty Calvert this time, now right behind him. So we kind of restack things back up at 16 and 5 in the lead. The 81 is now in 3rd, and the 07, Wes Gallo, is in 4th. Corey Goodall is still rocking the 5th position on track. Steve Mormon right now is in 6th place. Rocking that Mark Martin throwback. That's Mark Martin's first throwback from his first win at Rockingham in 1989. And I think Steve said he was going to update his photo or something, but I don't think it took effect. I don't know if Wes had a chance to upload his either, but right now I'm still seeing the old SDK thing, so we'll get that updated for next week. Elliott Swope under fire from Jeffrey Belk. This is the battle for 7th and 8th. David Galloway Jr., I'm not sure what happened to him, but right now he's in the 17th place position. He's lost 13 spots from where he started this race. And we got 4 cars out of the race. Looks like about, oh, and Zachary Ward way to the inside there. He just hit the inside wall, and he's going to lose a lot of ground to the leader. Lap 73 of 100. Two leaders are Marty Calvert and Zachary Ward. I was looking for some of my camera controls here at Darlington, and it looks like this track doesn't have my favorite static cam, and it doesn't have my TV mix cam. It's kind of a letdown. I usually like rocking the TV mixed and the static cam, and apparently they didn't add those in here tonight. On board with Marty Calvert as he makes his way through turns 3 and 4. "25 laps to go left to here at Darlington. This race is winding down. Philip Beaver mentioned in the Discord that his car wouldn't be on broadcast much anyway. Well, just because he said that, we're going to pull him up and show off his car here tonight at Darlington. But yeah, he said in the chat, my car won't be on the broadcast, so it's all good, Philip. Thank you for racing with us and appreciate you being out there. Philip right now is in the 18th place position. When I spoke to Marty Calvert for qualifying on the pole here before this race got started, he said that they're both throwing it back to their first year in the iRacing Fun League, which was this year in 2025. I thought that was kind of funny. Got a chuckle out of that. But yeah, definitely rocking the paint schemes they started with us this year, and good looking cars. I'm also a really big fan of Jerry LeGrand's car in that Tide. That's also a great looking paint scheme. And Jerry LeGrand's having a great race out there as well in that number 48. He's right now in the 9th place position. He's moved up 2 spots from where he started this race. Great looking car here. Right now, he is the last car on the lead lap, and you have the leader of Marty Calvert trying to put him 1 lap down. The top 9 cars are all on the lead lap. Everybody else is 1 to 2 laps down, with about 5 cars out of this race here tonight. Barney Sigmund's out of the race, along with Patrick Lucio, Luke Mahone, Mark Ward out of this race. Brian Swope is also out of this race. Or Brian Swope back on track. I apologize, Brian. Brian's back on track. Had some issues earlier on. He is 16 laps down as we speak. Philip Bieber 3 laps down right now. And then David Galloway Jr. is 2 laps down along with Marshall Dugan. And David Watts is also 1 lap down along with Max Troen and many other drivers. Corey Goodall still hanging on to that top 5. He's right now in the 4th place position, looking to the inside of Eric Olson. Alrighty guys, we have 17 more laps to go in this race at Darlington. And I just realized Zachary Ward's got that landpirate.com on the side of that number 5 car. That is, if you missed it earlier in the race, we were mentioning that he's thrown it back to Kevin Harvick's first win at Atlanta in 2001. The throwback theme for this race here at Darlington is your favorite driver's first NASCAR Cup win. So Zachary Ward's thrown back to Kevin Harvick's first win in 2001. Wes Gallo in the 07, he's thrown it back to Bubba Wallace's first win at Talladega in 2021. Jeffrey Belk's throwback. It's Martin Truex's first win at Dover in 2007. Steve Mormon's thrown it back to Mark Martin with his first win at Rockingham in 1989. And there you have Max Troen, who we were talking about earlier on, his first win. Denny Hamlin's first win at Pocono in 2006. Derek Moore throwing it back to Bill Elliott and the number 9. David Galloway Jr., he's throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt. Laps to go in this race. We're winding down. So far, Marty Calvert has this race all locked up. Zachary Ward is 1 second back off the lead. He had a little bit of a mishap a couple laps back, but now he's chasing him back down with 1 second interval between him and the leader. Waiting to see if he's going to catch him. Derek Moore makes his way down pit road. And right now, this is the battle for 3rd and 4th between Glenn Carnes II and Corey Goodall. Goodall looking to get into that top 3 position. He goes way up to the high side, trying to get the run off the corner here. He's going to look to the inside of the 81 car. side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. Corey Goodall's going to make the pass clean. Does a great job getting around the 81. Oh, right in front of the nose. And he's going to take that position away. Corey Goodall now up to the 3rd place position with 10 laps to go here at Darlington. Cars are all pretty much spread out around the track this time. 8 laps to go left in this race, and we're seeing cars all throughout the field. Look at the battle here. 2 wide. Elliott Swope up in the wall. David Galloway is going to drop down the inside here. Elliott Swope trying to chase down Max Troen right in front of him. That's the battle for 9th and 10th. David Galloway is unfortunately a lap down in the 14th place position. Seven laps to go. Zachary Ward not making much more, not making a whole lot of gain on the leader here with just a handful of laps remaining in this race. He's 1.2 seconds back off the leader. If he wants to make a run, he's got to do it now. He's got to start ticking off laps and chasing him down. Marty Calvert's just been so lights out fast all race long. It's going to take a miracle to beat this guy, and he's been so dominant in the iRacing Fun League this year, the 2025 season. Doing a great job. Okay, hey guys, let us know who your favorite paint scheme is out here tonight. We'll give them a shout out or pull them up here in the chat. Race is winding down. It looks like 5 laps to go this time by. Troy Force says Dugan. So we'll give a +1 to Marshall Dugan in the number 20 car. There's Dugan rocking the 3 doors down paint scheme in the 20. Car gets really tight there through turns 3 and 4, especially as the run goes on. The tires start wearing down. You have to lift pretty heavy off the throttle. And you can see these guys are shifting here at Darlington. This is definitely one really hard track. Don't take it for granted. These guys are absolutely going to work here tonight at Darlington. This is one of those hard tracks. Major tire fall off and a lot of contact with the wall. All right, 2 laps to go. Marty Calvert still has the lead over Zachary Ward, and Zachary Ward has fallen back to 1.7 back off the lead. Your top 6 cars are all on the lead lap. 7th on back to 19th are all a lap down. Alrighty, white flag in the air. And there's the checkered. Marty Calvert has done it. He's won the race at Darlington. Lights out fast all race long. Zachary Ward fell way back at the end of this race. He was chasing him down, but just couldn't quite catch him. Marty Calvert, I believe, gets his 5th win of the year in the iRacing Fun League. Definitely had the most dominant car all race long. Well-deserved win from the 16 car. Went to town and that thing. The only other car I saw faster than as fast as him was Zachary Ward, and then also Luke Mahone. Those 3 guys all had fast cars all race long. Not quite sure what happened with Luke Mahone. We'll have to ask him later on. Marty Calvert burning it down here at Darlington at the Throwback race. Alrighty, let's see if we can pull up Marty Calvert and congratulate him. Hey, Marty, it's Dave up at the booth. You got me?
I do.
Hey, congratulations on the win here at Darlington. You were just lights out fast all race long. Man, congratulations. What a race.
Thank you. I need to practice burnouts in the next gen. I suck at them.
Oh, yeah. It looked pretty good to me from up here.
Yeah, this car doesn't hang the rear end out like the rest of them. But, yeah, I just going to attribute it to practice. I put a couple hundred laps in this week. Just trying to learn how to save the tires and try to average the speed out over the long run, because Darlington can run long and green like this. So practice paid off.
Yeah, we really didn't have that many cautions here tonight, and I feel like a lot of the guys really got spread out as the race went on, only having 1 caution. But man, it was a good race and a lot of good battles we saw throughout the field. It was only towards the end of the race that it really got strung out, and everybody was mostly single file. But we did see a lot of good battles, and you and Zachary Ward definitely had some good races or good battles throughout this race as well.
Yeah, we got caught behind some lap cars coming out of 2, and I think he was trying hard to leapfrog me there, and I would have done the same if I was in his position, but he got a little squirrely, and that hurt him. So I'd like to have seen how it played out if that wouldn't have happened, and we were still kind of on even footing there for a bit. But he kept me honest. He was not that far back. If I made a mistake or walled it, it was his to take. So yeah, good job on Zach's part for making me focus.
Yeah, I hear you for sure. Yeah, it seemed like he was gaining on you for a little while, and then, yeah, definitely lost some ground there towards the end. But, man, you were just lights out fast. And congratulations on the win. Well-deserved, and you've been really dominant all season long.
Yeah, I hope they don't kick me out.
Well, thanks, Marty. I appreciate you talking with us. Congratulations on the win here at Darlington. Great race. And we'll talk to you next week on Thursday. But you have a good weekend, buddy.
Thanks, you too.
Alrighty, there you heard it from race winner Marty Calvert. We'll go ahead and show you the race winning results real quick before we interview 2nd place finisher Zachary Ward. So right now, Marty Calvert is your winner in the 16 car. Zachary Ward finishes P2 in the number 5. Corey Goodall had a great run here at Darlington. He finished 16 places ahead of where he started this, so he gets most positions gained in that number 333 car. William Carn, the second, is 4th place finisher, and he is our new iRacing Fun League member of the week. In the 5th place position was Jeffrey Belk in the number 55. And then Steve Mormon finishes 6th in the number 26 car. Wes Gallo comes home P7 in the 07 car. Kind of funny theme there. 55 and 5, 26 6, 07 7. There's a theme here. Max Troen is in the 8th place. Kind of weird theme going on here. But yeah, Max Troen finishes 8th place in the number 8. Jerry LeGrand finishes P9 in the number 48. Elliott Swope comes home P10 and the number 33. Craig Bridge Jr. finishes P11 and the number 94. Jeff Laraway comes home P12 and the number 71. David Galloway Jr. in the number 9 comes home 13th. Marshall Dugan, the number 20, comes home P14. Philip Beaver in the number 60 comes home 15th. Eric Olson finishes 16th. David Watts 17th. Derek Moore 18th. And then we also have Brian Swope, who was a bunch of laps down, number 19th place position. Mark Ward finishes P20. Luke Mahone, I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have to find out. He came home P21, but he had a fast car here tonight. Patrick Calusio also had a quick car, but he finishes P22. Barney Sigmund, 23rd, and there is your results. Guys, let's go ahead and pull up Zachary Ward and speak with him. He is our runner-up finisher here tonight. Hey, Zach, it's David. You got me?
Hey, David.
Hey, congratulations, runner-up finisher here tonight at Darlington. I know you wanted to win this thing. You won here last year in the iRacing Fun League, but you came so close, runner-up here tonight at Darlington. How'd the race go?
Yeah, I love this track, man. It's definitely one of my favorites. I don't know. It's so hard to pass here, and then the dirty air is so bad. Marty did a really good job aero blocking me. Like, I could tell he didn't want me to get in front of him, obviously, on the shorter runs, because then I would be able to do what he was doing to me. So, but, I mean, he just did a hell of a job just dirtying my air, and I could never really build a run to get up next to him. And then, I mean, just in that second run, I fell back to third, and I battled a little bit too hard. And I burned my stuff up early there, and then my last run, getting into the inside wall and sliding a little bit. So, but, I mean, there's nothing I can complain about. He just did a really good job.
Yeah, he definitely was lights out fast all race long, but so were you. Now, you mentioned something about the dirty air and all that stuff like that. Did you feel like you had the shorter run speed car and he had the longer run speed car? It seemed like you were gaining on him in the short runs, but as the race went on, you lost a little bit of ground there towards the end.
I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like we were pretty even. Just, I mean, with him being able to control the pace and dirty the air, I mean, I just have to push that much harder behind him. And then, I mean, you only get so many real chances, and then your stuff's gone. Because, I mean, like, he was running a really good line where he'd enter kind of shallow and wash up the track, and I tried to mess around with it, and I couldn't figure it out. And then he was running that line, so I mean, there was dirty air. I was just trying to wrap the bottom, but I mean, yeah, there's just overall, I mean, he just did, like, he ran a perfect race.
Yeah, he really did. But yeah, you had a really good race as well. Just didn't go the way you wanted to there in the end. But we definitely were rooting for you. You had a good-looking car, by the way. It's Kevin Harvick's first win throwback. That's awesome paint scheme. I remember that race. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
definitely a good race though. Saw a lot of good battles, and man, we definitely enjoyed watching you battle for the lead there a couple times as this race went on.
Yeah, no, that was really fun, and to only have one caution, that was refreshing, because we've had a couple wreck fests here in the past, especially coming off of Martinsville. So it was
Yeah.
nice to have a lot of green flag runs.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, after last week at Martinsville, we had like what, 20, almost 20 cautions or so coming down to
Yeah.
one, and what a difference.
Yeah, so hopefully we can keep that count down for, next week at Bristol too. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Bristol and no cautions. I don't know. That's gonna be at least a 6 caution race or so.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah,
So,
looking
but
forward to Bristol. This was a good race though. But yeah, congratulations, runner-up finisher here tonight at Darlington.
appreciate it. Thank you for putting on the broadcast. Can't wait to look it back.
No problem, and thank you to you too for hosting these races. And we'll see you next week, Thursday at Bristol. You have a good weekend.
Sounds good. You too.
Alrighty, there you guys heard it from Zachary Ward. He comes home P2 tonight at Darlington, runner-up finisher. He definitely had a fast car here tonight, and he won this race last year in the iRacing Fun League. Just came one position short. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull up Corey Goodall. P3 had a great race here tonight. Hey, Corey, it's Dave in the booth. You got me?
Hey, David, how's it going?
Hey, man, P3 here tonight. Great race from you. You're 16 places ahead from where you started this race. You get most positions gained. You also led a lap or two. Got a lot of points coming your way tonight. What a great race. How did it go for you tonight?
It went a lot better than I thought it was gonna. I was never really sure about how this place is gonna go, but felt pretty good right off the bat in practice, and found a line that worked, and was able to use it pretty much the whole race.
Now, I was going to say, I spoke to you before this race started, and you weren't really sure how it was going to turn out, but man, after watching you race that, it seemed like you were pretty confident, though, and had a good race.
Yeah, I got in the groove and got it lined out, and I was able to just kind of tackle one problem at a time as it came up, I guess.
Now, we were speaking to we were speaking to Zachary Ward before you, and he was mentioning it was hard to pass here tonight, but when we were watching you all race long, did you have any issues passing people? Because we saw you passing cars left and right, and I don't know if you were just playing the strategy right and you had good fresh tires on them, taking care of them, but man, you made it look easy out there.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of, I took care of my tires. I tried to run like that line I was talking about that would balance them out a little bit more, but just found a way to get a little bit better drive than people were, and ended up faster than them at the end of the straight, I guess.
Yeah, awesome. That's good to hear. And yeah, congratulations, P3. Man, I'm super stoked for you, though. You got a win this year already, and you got some good points coming your way. And third place here at Darlington, you got to be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I am. Had some bad luck earlier in the year and didn't get the results that I felt that really represented what I was doing on the track, but maybe it's starting to turn around. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Corey. Third place here tonight at Darlington, and thanks for talking with us, man. I hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yep. See ya.
Alrighty, guys, there you heard it from Corey Goodall. He comes home P3 here tonight at Darlington. Great race and good points tonight for him. Phenomenal job in that 333 car. Alrighty, guys, fourth place position was William Carn the second. I don't think I have William in the Discord chat. William is a new iRacing Fun League member, and we'll have to get him pulled up here in the future. But as of tonight, I don't have his Discord info. So we're going to go ahead and move on to fifth place position finisher, which was Jeffrey Belk, and let's go ahead and interview him. Hey, Jeffrey, it's David with the booth. You got me?
Yeah, how you doing, David?
Hey, man, you had a great-looking car out there. You come home top 5. Congratulations on that. Walk us through Darlington. How'd the race go for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I always love coming here. The race is always great. I seem to mesh well with this track. I get a good run off of 2 most times if I can get that corner just cut right. And it was a great race, a great finish, especially how the last month's been for me.
Yeah, I was going to say tonight was a really good race, and you were definitely up there in the top 5 all race long. Had a great-looking car, by the way, too. I see that you're throwing it back to Martin Truex Jr.'s first win at Dover. Great-looking car. But, yeah, good race from you as well. Top 5. You had a fast car all race long.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a good car on the long runs.
Now, we were talking to Zachary Ward. He said passing was kind of hard here towards the front. Now, did the dirty air affect your car on the front here, or how did it go out or fare for you?
Yeah, you could definitely feel the effects of dirty air. There was a few times I was getting right up to the back of, I think, the 9 in 3 and 4, and as soon as I get into the wash, it would just go up the track.
Yeah, we definitely saw stuff like that happen a couple times all race long. But, man, you definitely had one of the fastest cars on track as well, and had a good race.
Well, thank you.
All right, Jeffrey. Hey, man, just want to give you a shout-out. Great-looking paint scheme, and a good top 5 finisher at Darlington. I know you wanted to get up there towards the lead a couple times, but, man, that Marty Calvert it's going to take a miracle to beat that guy. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, good race from you tonight, though.
Dude, he's not in another zip code. He's in another planet.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He even said in the interview, man, I'm going to probably get kicked out here shortly. But, hey, Jeffrey Belk, thanks for racing with us here tonight. Congratulations, top 5 finish, well respectable finish. Great-looking car, man, and thanks for talking with us here tonight. I hope you have a good weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You have a good one.
All right, you too. We'll see you next Thursday.
See you.
Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead. Since we didn't interview William, we'll pull up Steve Moorman, interview him real quick. Hey, Steve. It's David the Booth. You got me?
Hey, yeah, how are you?
Hey, we didn't see William, so we're going to go ahead and do one more. 6th place position here tonight. How did Darlington go for you? Just giving you a shout-out. You got a really cool paint scheme out there with Mark Martin. How did Darlington go?
It's tough. Wow, is that tough? Way better than last year. So this was my second race at this track, and I know it's one of the tougher ones. Pretty well. It took a minute to get into a rhythm. I qualified decently well, but the field got away from me a little bit, and then I got involved in the only caution of the day. So, but no big deal there. It felt like netcode. It looked like netcode on the replay. So yeah, I had a pit, used my fast repair. Luckily, that's all I really needed to do, and just found a rhythm later. Had a lot of clean air, kind of toward the middle, back half of the race. It seemed like the guys that were in like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th were all kind of spread apart. So I had clean air and kind of easy going for the most part of it, and my fate was kind of set once it felt like the leaders had pulled away. You know, Zach and Marty, and they pitted later, so there's no fuel window they had to worry about. So yeah, but no, pretty good, I would say. I can be happy about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, definitely nothing wrong with that, and yeah, just want to give you a shout out and see how your race went. Um, we saw a couple different things that were kind of back and forth. We had Zachary Ward say it was hard to pass here. Then we saw Corey Goodall moved up 16 spots, and some guys said they had good battles in passing, and others didn't. So it was definitely back and forth. But yeah, definitely Darlington's one of those tracks that is just crazy. It's hard to get in the rhythm of things. And how is this track on the schedule for you? Is this one of those races you look forward to racing, or is it one of those races you dread?
I look, funny enough, I look forward to it more for the throwback schemes
Yeah,
than I do
same.
the track itself. I'm such a scheme guy. This race specifically tonight was probably the most respectful racing I've seen. Just because everyone knows that you can't be side by side, especially in turn 1 and 2. So there was a lot of guys, even if they were on the same lead lap, backing out of a corner or, on voice chat, letting a guy go through. Everyone knows it's just their tires versus the track for long runs. So that was kind of cool to see. Last couple weeks, there's been a lot of, upset drivers and crashes and stuff. So having a cleaner, more respectful race was probably good for everyone to see.
Yeah, definitely. Now, it's funny you mentioned that because I forgot, but we did see you make contact, or actually David Galloway Jr. made contact with you in turns 1 and 2, and you brought that up. It's a good point. Now, it looked like he got in the back of you and kind of spun you out in the turn. Is that what happened?
What it felt like on the replay, it looked like just net code, but he's saying in chat he got arrow loose under me and pushed up the track, and he felt bad about it. He even asked for a EOL after that caution just to take a punishment, but Zach wouldn't let him do it, and that's fine. It's a racing incident. I don't think he really meant to do it. I probably would have let him go maybe in the next corner because he was catching up to me and I was falling back off the pace. But it is what it is. No hard feelings. We got fast repairs for a reason, and luckily it didn't really kill me tonight. Still finished 6th.
Yeah, definitely still a good finish from you as well. And yeah, we saw that earlier in the race. And yeah, just curious what happened there. I don't know how you guys race side by side in these turns. We saw a lot of racing tonight, 2 and almost 3 wide at sometimes. And I'm like, how do you do that, Darlington? I don't even know how to go through turns 1 2 wide. Turn 1, I just push up the track. And yeah, you guys made it look pretty easy. But obviously, yeah, you had that one incident. And just, yeah, it's a hard track for sure.
Yeah, I guess there was a lot more action than I saw or thought.
We
Yeah,
saw a couple.
respectful.
Yeah, we saw a couple battles. I mean, there was a couple incidents where it was 3 wide and a car would spin out on the inside. We saw Mark Ward with heavy damage, losing control out of turn 2. But we saw a couple things like that, and there should have been at least probably 1, maybe 2 more cautions tonight. But we only had 1 caution all race long, which is pretty crazy here at Darlington. But yeah, it was a good race though.
Good race. It's nice that Luke comes in and joins us. He's super good. He had internet issues. He was blinking a lot that forced him off. But he doesn't run a full schedule, and so it sucks that he couldn't finish the race. But on the other hand, for our standings, our points, we didn't lose points because of his participation. So that there was a positive spin to his internet issues there. But yeah, crazy to hear that there was a lot of 2 wide, 3 wide action. Was the finish any good? Marty wins again, and I saw that Zach was maybe like a second or two behind with like 10 to go, but was it pretty close?
Yeah, I mean the ending there, we saw Zachary Ward. He was kind of gaining on him, losing on him, gaining on. It was going back and forth for a while, and then we thought maybe he'd get right there towards his bumper, and then he started losing a little bit of ground there on the last two laps. So I think the Marty led the race or won the race over Zach by about 1.7 seconds back or so.
Okay.
So it was interesting though because we definitely saw two wide throughout the race. Couple of times, and it was pretty cool because I don't ever really see Darlington race too wide here, especially in this league. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Did you pull up my driver information?
I did, and I have it on
Yeah.
screen right now as we speak, and it didn't change, so it might have been too late.
No. Ah, okay.
So I don't know if Wes updated his as well, but I had his up earlier and it didn't change either. I don't know if he changed it or not, but it probably takes more time for it to register or something.
Yeah, I guess so. I uploaded a picture of Mark Barton for the night,
Oh,
so
darn, yeah,
yeah.
it didn't catch or take, so maybe you got to give it more time.
And I'm not gonna remember to change it, so next week it'll probably still be Mark Barton at Bristol.
All right, that'll be funny. You got to leave it now.
Yeah.
Now you got me intrigued. Now I want to see it, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
But hey, Steve, thanks for talking with us, and congrats on sixth place position, still a good position, and yeah, we saw a lot of good racing, and thanks for talking with us.
I'll take it. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Steve, have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
You too. Bye.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Throwback race here at Darlington. Here is your race results one more time before we head out of here. Marty Calvert gets the win for, I believe, the fifth time. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit off there. Fifth time this year. Number 16 car in victory lane. Zachary Ward comes up the first runner-up position. And the number 5, Corey Goodall, had a great race here tonight in third place. William Corrin, the second new iRacing Fun League member, comes home P4. And I apologize, William, if I'm saying your last name wrong. Jeffrey Belk comes home P5. Steve Mormon 6th. Wes Gallo 7th. Max Troen 8th. Jerry LeGrand 9th. Elliott Swope 10th. Craig Ridge Jr. comes home P11. Jeff Laraway 12th. David Galloway Jr. 13th. Marshall Dugan 14th. Philip Beaver comes home 15th. We also got Eric Olson 16th. David Watts 17th. Derek Moore 18th. Brian Swope comes home P19th. Mark Ward 20th. Luke Mahone comes home P21. And we found out what happened to Luke Mahone. He had a connection issue, dropped out of the race, sending him towards the back and ending his race early. So unfortunate for Luke. He came home P21. Patrick Lucio 22. Barney Sigmund 23rd. That is your finishing positions. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Troy, for leaving a comment and let us know. I love it, interacting with you guys in the comments. So, alrighty, guys, have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. I hope you enjoy the actual throwback race at Darlington this weekend on Sunday, and I will see you next Thursday. Have a good night.